It's titled Eating Disorders, Culture, Ethnicity, and Influence. Can you come over this end? Some of the things I talked about in my research paper were how media influence is really predominant with eating disorders and how primarily adolescent men and women view themselves in relation to the images that the media projects. So some of the questions I asked were, how does the media influence the body in eating disorders? How are eating disorders related to ethnicity and cultural values? Because some of the studies I have here on my poster are about how certain ethnic groups tend to have higher percentage of people that are bulimic. The Asians tend to be people that are #1 in certain studies that are bulimic, while people that are white tend to have higher chances of being anorexic. I have a photo here that has a progression of eating disorder that shows, in comparison, anorexia, bulimia, and then epidemic obesity or developmental obesity. And then some of the other questions I asked were, how does each culture or ethnic group view body image? Because one of the things I noticed after researching, in certain societies, being a bit overweight is a lot. It's a lot more respected, and that's the goal for body image. Versus American society, though we tend to be the society where most people are obese, we idolize the rail thin figure and the perfect figure. One of the things I learned throughout my research was that 1% of college-age women have anorexia, and 4% of college-age women have bulimia, which are pretty startling figures when you think about the people who are in the age range of 18 to 25. Another thing I learned was 72% of alcoholic women have an eating disorder of some form, which I thought was kind of startling. That's a huge percentage of people, though alcoholic population tend to be small. And one other thing I looked at in my paper was Western influence on other societies. One of the studies used was from Fiji about when the incorporation of United States television into this country, from the onset of bringing TV into the country and what Western images, eating disorders skyrocketed, and their own perception of the large person dropped, and they started idolizing real figures.